Hey everybody, I'm Steve Scott. We got Dre, we got Mike here. We're going to talk a little bit here on our YouTube channel about one of my favorite fighters, Ronda Rousey. And again, real quick, Ronda's mother and my wife and I go way back to 1973. We knew each other when we were all young, and I had a whole lot more hair, and none of it was gray. Anne Maria DeMars was originally Anne Maria Waddell, and she was a very, very good judo champion. Became the United States first American to win first USA athlete to win a World Judo Championship in 1984. And she and my wife trained a lot together, very good friends. And through the years, we trained a lot together. And all those years, guess what? She really became expert at Juji Gatame, the crossbody armlock. And when her daughter started training in judo, Anne Maria made sure her daughter was just as adept in crossbody armlock. So, plus Ronda did get a lot of good training from Jimmy Pedro Sr. And helped her judo career. So give credit to Jimmy as well, Jimmy Sr. He was a very good Juji Gatame man himself. But anyway, Anne Maria drilled and drilled and drilled, and on Juji Gatame, and of course Ronda has too. So something Ronda said recently in an interview piqued my interest, and I wanted to kind of comment on it here. She said, they all look out for my armbar. That's all they're looking for is my armbar. But there's more to it than that. She said, it's how I set it up, how I make it happen, how it happens. She said, because it's controlling the position. Maybe she didn't quite say those words, but that's what I got out of it. And she's absolutely right. You can put all kinds of cool defenses and neat moves to defend against the Juji Gatame crossbody armlock, but Ronda's done it thousands and thousands of times in her career against high-level, world-class judo competition who have worked that armlock as well. So she's really developed a keen sense for it. The Japanese, for many years in judo and jiu-jitsu, said you've got to feel your judo. Well, she feels Juji Gatame like no other athlete I've ever seen in MMA, and very few I've ever seen in judo. And she's that good at it. So she instinctively now, and it's trained instincts, I guess, but instinctively she will find ways to get that arm lock, even though no one else thinks she can do it. But she's done it so many times from so many positions. So let's look at a few things she's done that might be of interest to you. And we've commented on some of her arm locks before, but let's look on one she does quite often. Now, one thing she does, she controls the position with extreme skill. So let's look at this. I'm going to have Mike, Dre, would you be on elbows and knees? So however it may have occurred in an MMA fight, Dre is down. Bam, he's down. She may have thrown her opponent, or she may have knocked him down, knocked her down, but Dre is on elbows and knees. One thing Ronda does well is quickly takes control of the situation. So what she's going to do, she's going to get here, she's going to start hooking things in and controlling. So let's look at this. Come on around, and let's look at some things that Mike's doing here that Ronda does that I don't care how much you train, you can't stop it, okay? Look at this. She always, in many cases, she'll lock this foot onto the hip. We call that the anchor, an anchor foot, okay? Now notice he's already climbed all over Dre, and he's already starting. So let's come on up here and let's look at what's going on here. Mike is already set into motion what's going to be a very, very good arm lock. So look, he's posting directly on top of his head. We've covered this before on some of our videos, but it can't be expressed enough. Now he's trapping, in this case with his left arm, he's starting to trap the arm with his left arm, but watch what's going to happen. Mike, when he starts to do this, he's already, come on over here, he's going to start with this arm trapping it as well, because by chopping in hard like this, chopping like that, he can catch the roll. Now look what he's already doing here. We're going to cover this in a little more detail in a moment. He's posted his knee, but look, the shin is on the back of Dre's head. And look how he's controlling it. So Mike is in perfect position to roll. You might kind of pan out here because we're going to catch the whole roll. Now when Mike does the roll, he's going to roll Dre over, come over on top, and finish into a nice seated position, trapping the arms and catching the Juji Gatame. Okay, now in this case, grab a leg, like you trap the leg. So we'll talk the same situation here. Come in here, hook. Now watch, see how he's trapped this arm here? Now come on over here and look how he's grabbed a leg. In this case, he's grabbed the whole thigh. He might grab the ankle. He might grab the far leg. whatever it may be. Here, let's get it here. So he might even grab that, and he's going to catch the roll. So go ahead and just do a nice roll with control, come back, and catch it. And it all starts with good control from the top in this case. Now sometimes, Ronda does a beautiful move where she doesn't put the shin on the back of the opponent's head, she'll trap the head. So now watch this. So sometimes the opponent may have pop the head up or pull it out, but look, see here, like this. Now, she has her options. On top of the head, she can roll back into what we call a hip roll Juji Gatame, rolling toward the direction of her opponent's hip and catch it. Or she might go in the head roll direction, trapping the head. So she's got the head. Now watch what Mike does. He rolls and he drags over and he finishes that way. Sometimes they might even have to do belly down, you know, to flatten out. If you can't roll them, you can go belly down. So in this particular case, he may have to just belly down and finish it there. Those are some ways from the top that Ronda does that. Now by showing this, we're not giving any secrets away. We're just doing good, solid, in this case, judo and sambo. This is what same thing we do, judo and sambo, the same type of approach to, certainly here at Welcome Mat, how we train. And I can tell you from training with her mother a lot, Anne Maria, she does this stuff as well and teaches this stuff as well. So I know it's all in the family, as it were. There's another way from the back, from the spinning juji, guys. Look, even if the top person's on top and working her, what she can do is spin from bottom. So in just about any position, she's going to have a Juji Gatame happen. Roll over. All these basic elements happen. And again, thousands of times doing correct skills, repetition on correct skills makes that happen. Okay? Now, if at some point the opponent may pop up on a knee to pass guard or maybe come back in sambo. Here, before you do that, Mike, come on back here. Come over here so we can key off this here. When he pops up on that knee, what Dre wants to do, he wants to come back and attack this leg in sambo. Okay? That's what he's going to do. And he's going to come back. But so this is an old sambo thing we do, but he will pop up, and once he does it, or he might try to pass guard, Mike's going to catch it and roll him and get the Juji Gatame. Or he's going to do a Russian drag and pop Dre back on his butt and do a Juji Gatame. Boom, like that, and finish a Juji Gatame. So either way, it's a very offensive move. You think the bottom grappler here is losing, but he's not in this particular case. He's controlling quite well. Another thing real quick, the people try to pick up an MMA and spike the opponent back. We see this a lot in judo and sambo. If the top grappler wants to try to pick up the bottom guy, and we keep spinning and make it happen. Okay? Do it one more time, Mike. So in this case, Dre, he knows in sambo, if he picks Mike up off the mat, you know, it's going to stop the action. Same in judo. But by spinning under him deeply to prevent the top guy from standing up fully. So Mike does it. He's controlling position. Look at that knee across the head, roll him right over, spins tightly under him. So you can see the key thing here is controlling the position. This is a key thing we do in what we do, certainly in judo and sambo, control and right over the top. So that's really, there's no secret to what Ronda Rousey's doing. It's all out there for people to see and do. It's just a matter of, she's done it thousands of times with extreme skill, and she keeps doing it that way too. She adds more dimensions to her fighting style every time I see her fight. And I know she trains exceedingly well. She's always in top shape, and I think that's one of her secrets too, is our philosophy is shin, gi, and tai. Fighting heart, which she certainly has, the shin, the gi, technical expertise and skill, functional skill, and the tai, physical fitness. And she combines all three of those elements of shin, gi, and tai to really win in MMA. So these are just some things that piqued my interest when she said, it's not just the armbar. It's not just the armbar, it's how I get into it. And again, an analogy I could use, and we were just talking about this earlier here in the gym, is like the old days when Vince Lombardi was coaching the Green Bay Packers. Everybody knew they did the end run. They call it the Packer run or something. Everybody knew they did it. Nobody could stop it. Nobody could stop it, and he won 2 Super Bowls with it. And it was very basic football. It was blocking and tackling and running with a good fullback, Jim Taylor. But they still did it, Everybody knew it was coming. They did it so well. And I think with Ronda's arm lock, she keeps adding more dimensions to it. There are many more things you haven't seen her do in her Juji Gatame, everybody. So there we have it, just a little thought, my process, and I hope it helps you guys train and see what she does to be really a world-class martial artist. Thanks a lot.